Hello, my name is Matthew Carey, or otherwise known as Wyvernshade. Today I will be posting my first video on this channel, and it is a video of the original Neverwinter Nights, not that stupid MMO that came out I don't know how long ago. I will be playing a half-elf wizard, I believe, and with Neverwinter Nights, some background information is that it's a game based off the D&D system, and I have to stop talking right now because there's a cutscene or some talking that'll explain some more to you guys, so you should probably listen to that.
The Frozen North, the name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier that lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak wilderness where barbarian clans and tribes of giants roam the land and fierce dragons rule the skies. But amidst the frozen savagery stands of civilization, the city of Neverwinter, jewel of the north. Behind the city's high walls, those both hardy and brave carve out an existence from this bleak land under the guidance and protection of the legendary hero, Lord Nasher Alagonda. Yet there are some things that all the courage in the world stand against. A virulent plague swept the city, a terrible affliction that began in the beggar's nest. Soon, all of Neverwinter would feel the touch of the wailing death. The disease could not be cured. Panic ensued. The streets erupted into violence. The jewel of the North was brought to its knees. To save Neverwinter, Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin of Tyr, and Lord Nasher's right hand put forth the call for a champion. A rush of would-be heroes answered her call, some drawn by promises of grandeur and glory, others by the lure of gold. Those with the greatest potential were initiated into the academy to train and study the greatest minds of Neverwinter, all in the hopes a champion might emerge to save the city from the wailing death, and whatever sinister force might be behind it.
So that's the lore and a little tidbit for you, and as you can see, here's my half-elf wizard character, and I start off in this room. This is the original campaign, by the way, if you wanted to know. In this video, we'll just be going through a bunch of tutorials, but next video we should get more into the actual story in depth. Right now I'm looking through my spells. As soon as we walk out, this guy will come and talk to us, and he's going to give us a little bit more information on the lore. I'm sorry if the pacing is a bit bad here because I'm recording this voiceover over the actual video, so if you actually really want to read it, you can pause. In this next drawer I find a robe, which really doesn't help me at all, but it was cool for the first 5 seconds when I equipped it. it just emits light in a 15-meter range, as you'll see on the equipment screen right now. This guy coming up will give us a tutorial on the basics of using a camera, which I skipped because I kind of already know how to use the camera and I don't need to really talk to him anymore. In the next room we meet a merchant who, I believe his name is Olgerd. He's supposed to give you a tutorial on how to use your inventory and how you use your store, but I know this as well, so I skipped this. And after you skip this, he will let you look at his shop, which I didn't buy anything from, and he also gives you a piece of equipment, which in this case was a robe of fire resistance for me, which is much more helpful than that robe of light. I sell all my useless items here, and after that I move on. As you can see there, I was checking my two melee weapons to see which one did more damage, and you don't really get to see how much damage each one does, but it shows you what kind of dice is rolled and how many dice are rolled for the attack that you get from that item. Here we move on to the next room, and I will skip over this lady because she's trying to teach me about the minimap, and as you can see I just opened the minimap right in the corner. I talked to this guy on accident because I don't actually have to go through as a tutorial, because I'm not going to be using combat for the most part in this walkthrough, playthrough, let's play, whatever you want to call it. So here we go to the actual wizard trainer. He also trains sorcerers if you become a sorcerer, and I think one other class, but I can't remember what it is. I actually went through this tutorial because I completely forgot how to play a mage from the last time I played. And he'll say that wizards, you can, if you have like a spell scroll, you can put it into your spell book and use it whenever you want. So I'm talking to him right now. That's really all I can say. Sorry if this video is a bit blotchy with the talking and stuff. I'm just really not used to this. So if you have any suggestions for me, like, I would love to hear them in the comments. So he'll teach you that you have to rest, and these spells on my hotbar, I only have one use per day, or one use per after one rest. Resting is that if you look at my character icon at the top right, you will see underneath it there's a whole bunch of buttons, and one of those buttons is the character sheet, which, I forgot what to say here, or it's the rest button, the closed eye, so you press that whenever you're away from enemies, and those spells in your hotbar will get recharged so you can use them again, but you have limited uses, so you have to use them wisely. So you'll see I will go over to that chest in which he told me there are a few spells in there, and after this I'll try to go into my spell book and put my learn my spells that I just got. half the spells in my inventory I've already learned in my spellbook, so if you look down at the little box at the bottom above my hotbar, it'll keep on saying that, oh, you already have this spell in your spellbook, so in the end I'm only able to put 2 of the spells I've gotten into my spellbook. So, in case you weren't reading along, I'm supposed to destroy the statue right here, and I used my frost spell down there, and as you can see, it's now grayed out because I've used all the uses I can at the moment, and I'll have to rest if I want to use it again. After this, though, he gives me a rod of, I think the spell I used was frost, and that gives me infinite uses, so I don't have to have that grayed out version of the frost spell in my inventory anymore. So he's sent me off to talk to this door guard so I can pass and talk to Lady Erebith, who I think they mentioned her in the little tidbit of lore. I'm gonna end the episode here because of time constraints, but if you have any suggestions, I would enjoy it if you left them in the comments, and I kind of want constructive criticism. Please don't say just that I suck. But thank you for watching, and thank you for letting me take up 12 minutes of your time. See you next time.